Hey, Battalion Gaming here. You might recognise me from the GTA 5 commentary. My name's Tom and I'm here with Connor, and today we're going to be talking about Battlefield 3.
So today we're playing a bit of multiplayer on Noshar Canals, which is a new map in Battlefield 3. It's 64 players and it's on PC. As you can see so far, the game is pretty similar to Bad Company 2, for those of you that have played it. And you'll probably be pretty familiar with it.
So let's begin with the loadouts. As you can see, you have four set loadouts: Assault, Engineer, Support and Recon. They're fairly similar to what they were in Bad Company 2, except for a couple of differences, such as the Assault is now the medic class, so you can carry medikits. Support class is now a suppression class, so if you've got shit aim, you just lay down fire and you get points for it. Everything else really, they're pretty similar, just a couple of minor differences.
Right, so as you can see, I'm in the Assault class currently. And when you start playing, the first thing I notice is probably the graphics. They do look a lot better than Bad Company 2, both on PC and Xbox and PS3. And for those of you that don't know, Battlefield 3 runs on the Frostbite 2 engine, which is a brand new engine that DICE have made, and it just looks great. The everything about it looks great. The textures, lighting, it just feels so much better. It plays better, and that's basically Frostbite 2.
Yeah, Frostbite makes a big difference, not just to the graphics, but also to the physics as well. Just things like destructive environments, you can pretty much blow up and destroy anything on the maps. Other things like run animations and vaulting over walls just look way more realistic, and they make the game more realistic as well, and it's just great for the whole sort of experience of it.
Right, so the weapon I was just using then was the M16. Overall, the weapons they're pretty good. I think they feel pretty solid. There's a lot of kick, a bit of recoil as well, and they feel like a decent set of guns in the game. Also, I haven't noticed any guns that are being overused as yet, and overall, I have seen a lot of people just sort of firing off RPGs in some of the smaller maps, and also moving on to sniping now. Sniping has a new sort of feature where you have lens flare on your sniper rifles. So basically, players can see you from quite far away. You're like a bright, shining light. So it is more difficult to snipe now in this game. And overall, there is a sort of a compensation for that. You can go prone like this, which is quite good, quite helpful. But I think lens flare does make sniping a lot harder in this game. Right, so let's talk about some vehicles.
Yeah, so Battlefield 3 has a massive selection of vehicles. We've got tanks, armoured trucks, APCs, speedboats, different kinds of helicopters, attack and scout, and also jets, and a couple more. But mainly, jets are brand new to Battlefield 3. You can spawn in them at start games. You can a lot of people tend to rush for the jets when they spawn, but although they're pretty good as a vehicle, they're very hard to control, and there's a big learning curve really for jets. A lot of people would say that the helicopters in Battlefield Bad Company 2 were quite hard to fly. Well, jets are about twice the difficulty really. Like me, if you're a first-time flyer, you'll probably crash, and it's just. But this is quite good because it's quite realistic. It's like Connor said about sniping. It's a nice little sort of compensation. Although they're pretty powerful, pretty hard to take down, they're very hard to control.
So obviously I'm playing this on PC right now, which is it's probably the best platform to play it on. I think the Xbox and PS3 versions they don't have 64 player, so that's one of the downsides really, and you won't get as good graphics as you will on PC, and also you'll be limited to 30 frames per second, which isn't that great. For those of you that don't know, Halo Reach runs at 30 frames per second on Xbox, so as a comparison there, if you want to compare what you're going to get if you buy it on Xbox. Also on Xbox you'll get an option to install a high-res texture pack on your hard drive if you've got the space, and if you're on a PS3 it just comes on the Blu-ray, so you're all okay on that really. Although either way the PC does look better than both of them.
Yeah, so this brings me on to the battle log, which is basically the menu of the game, the lobby for multiplayer. You basically it's the whole game is dependent on the battle log, because it's the only way you can access multiplayer or single player. Really, the downside to this is that you need to access it from your web browser. So obviously, if your internet's down, you can't play Battlefield, and the shit thing about it is it's single player as well. Obviously, if your internet's down, you know, in other games you would be able to play single player, but with this, if your internet's down, you can't play it at all. You can't do anything, and I don't know. I don't see any obvious advantage to this, but it is absolute bollocks, really. So when it comes to sort of multiplayer and single player, the console version sort of have a little bit of an advantage there, because obviously if your internet's down and you're playing on the PC, you can't play Battlefield. So yeah, that's a battle log for you.
Yes, that kind of brings us to the end of our video. Let us know what you guys think about it in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it, and there'll definitely be some more videos soon. We're also going to be doing a Battlefield 3 vs Modern Warfare 3 video when Modern Warfare 3 is released, so you guys can look forward to that. And don't forget to check out the rest of the channel.